So after the absolute ass whooping that Goku gave Moro in chapter 64, we move on to chapter 65 in what seems to be a lead up to Goku's attempt to redeem Moro, which honestly would be the dumbest possible thing that this arc could do. Goku has defeated Moro using Ultra Instinct, and at Jaco's request says that he wants to fight Moro as an Earthling, ripping his Galactic Patrol symbol off his chest. And as Beerus says, I got a bad feeling about this, and I think we all should have a bad feeling about this. But does this actually mean that Goku is going to try to redeem Moro like he has with Piccolo, Tien, Vegeta in the past, or something similar? Well, there are actually a couple things in this arc that point to that actually being the case. Number one being Maris' flashback to him and Goku's conversation about Goku preferring to redeem villains or his enemies, and that the Galactic Patrol prefers to do that as well, which is really weird because Jaco right here and now is telling Goku to finish Moro off and get him, out of their hair for good. But another weird thing about this is that whole flashback of Maris and Goku kind of pointed or developed Maris's kind of kinship with Goku and their friendship. He develops kind of a respect for Goku in that regard because of that. But when you think about Maris and his relationship with Moro, I don't think Maris wants Moro to live because he is the single greatest threat to the universe right now. You know what I'm saying? So maybe he should have said, let's make an exception for Moro. You need to kill this motherfucker. And the second thing that popped up in my memory when thinking about Goku trying to redeem Moro is that when he arrived on Earth and saved Krillin, he told Krillin that he was very excited to fight Moro and his men, which brought me back to Piccolo and Vegeta. Now, Piccolo was an interesting case because he didn't want to kill Piccolo because it would also kill Kami, but he also explicitly said, you know what, I'm not ready to kill this guy yet, I'm still excited to fight him. And the same with Vegeta, he didn't want Krillin to kill Vegeta because he was excited to fight Vegeta in the future. So him saying that he's excited now might be a little bit of foreshadowing for him trying to redeem Moro because he's excited to fight Moro in the future. But this dumbass should know that Moro is way too dangerous. Like a magical dude like that who can just eat a guy and just instantly fuse with him like that, no good at all. And if they actually go that direction where Goku tries to redeem him and succeeds, that would be even worse than Goku trying to redeem him and failing to redeem him, and Moro not getting killed by Goku because Goku makes a very, very stupid decision. So in chapter 65, I think it's a very, very high possibility that he will try to redeem Moro, although part of me is really thinking that it's not that clean cut. It's not that straightforward. So in the end, when he essentially quit the Galactic Patrol and ripped off his symbol and says, I'm going to fight as an Earthling now, you got to think, Moro is, like, how much energy does this guy have left? Does Goku actually need Ultra Instinct anymore, this godlike technique? And they mention it multiple times, using the power of the gods, and Beerus said that he was finally fighting like a god. So Goku wants to fight as an Earthling now. This kind of makes me think that maybe he's going to go back from Ultra Instinct and just maybe use his base form or maybe his Super Saiyan forms to fight Moro from here on out. Now, it almost seems like Moro is at death's door because he can't even get that boulder off of himself. But this could also be a trick by Moro, and it's succeeding because right now, Goku's just standing there, taking the time to rip his shirt off and talking to Jaco, giving Moro plenty of time to devise some sort of scheme or trick. We still have Moro's severed arm laying around there, and who knows what other magical tricks he has up his sleeve. He could easily, magically reattach that arm, and boom, he's got his copy abilities back. So I think in the next chapter that everyone is going to think that Goku's going to make a huge mistake and try to redeem and save Moro here based on what he has done in the past, but really all he wants to do is finish him off as an Earthling, not using these godlike techniques as Ultra Instinct and not doing it for the Galactic Patrol. He wants to do it for Earth. But this little bit of time that he's giving Moro's going to devise some sort of plan and get one up on Goku, because we have a lot of other loose ends to tie up. If Goku just kills Moro here and now, those loose ends are going to just go nowhere. You know what I'm saying? You got Krillin with the Senzu beans, you have Vegeta with his Force Spirit Vision, which has basically amounted to nothing. And Moro copying Vegeta has amounted to nothing other than giving him a power boost and being able to do the Big Bang attack. But Vegeta's most special technique is the Forced Spirit Fission, which I feel like the point to Moro copying Vegeta is so that he could utilize that technique somehow. And that has yet to go anywhere. And then you have Boo, which started out this arc. The Daikaioshin is Moro's arch rival, so you cannot end this arc without having that fulfilled and tied up. So Goku defeating Moro here is not happening. I think in chapter 65, Boo and Krillin will arrive on the battlefield. I think that Moro has some sort of trick, and I think that Goku redeeming Moro is kind of a bait and switch, because Goku wants to fight him as an Earthling, not using godlike techniques, and Moro has been knocked down a peg or two, bringing him down to that realm of the non-god tier level of power. But if he does try to redeem him, tell you what, that's going to end up on a lot of top 10 worst things about this arc lists. And I swear to God, guys, if Krillin arrives, Goku asks for a Senzu Bean and gives it to fucking Moro, that will go down in history as the dumbest part of all of Dragon Ball Super, except maybe Zeno Button. So Goku's gonna have everyone thinking that he's going to try to save and redeem Moro, but in actuality, he just wants to finish him off as an Earthling, not using these godlike techniques that Maris the Angel helped him achieve, because now it's going to be a more fair and more exciting battle now that Moro has been taken down to a certain level of power as well. But as Moro has been a very cunning villain this entire arc until that last part of chapter 64, he has some trick up his sleeve, most likely that severed arm that still has the copy gem on it. So he's going to use his magical abilities of some sort to get that arm back. Maybe he'll eat it and then just re-have all of his power. And since Goku has reverted back from Ultra Instinct, he can't go back into Ultra Instinct because he needs a trigger so that he can control his emotions again and get it back. But everybody's going to finish getting revived from Dende, Krillin's going to arrive on the battlefield with the Senzu, and also Boo is going to arrive, although I'm not sure how they could make Boo relevant unless they give Daikaioshin his original power back so that he can do his magic sealing technique against Moro. But in terms of action, I think it's going to be, depleted Moro versus like base Goku or something like that. And then toward the middle or end of the chapter, his arm is going to come into the picture and Moro's going to be like, haha, I had you the whole time. So that wraps up my predictions. Drop your thought waves and predictions in the comments below. I'd love to hear them. As always, thank you for watching and take it easy.